Hello, welcome to Mill Fan TV. This is your Thursday roundup where we'll cover the Norwich Draw and we'll talk about the Sheffield Wednesday pre-match predictions. Before we start the video, if you could hit the like button and subscribe to Mill Fan TV, both are always massively appreciated. Let's get straight into the video. Let's start off by talking about the Norwich Draw. I thought it was a fantastic draw. I thought it was a fantastic point on the road. I thought a really good defensive display from Millwall. It's an interesting lineup though, however, very interesting lineup. I thought the back five was absolutely fine. No Pearce, as according to Roundup, he didn't train. He went during his time in a managerial position. So he brought Murray Wallace. He kept Murray Wallace in the team. He then brought Ben Thompson into the side, and he dropped Ryan Leonard. Obviously, Ryan Leonard's played every game pretty much, hasn't he? So he needed a bit of a break, and that's fair enough. I thought Tomo looked. He looked like he lacked a little bit of game time. He looked like he lacked a bit of match fitness. But you know what Tomo gives you. He works hard. He sticks his head in places that other players wouldn't do. He works hard. He's a Mill fan. He knows what it takes to wear the shirt. And I thought he worked really hard, Tomo. I think he always works hard for me. It was just a little bit about these technical, his last little pass or his last little, what he can do on the ball. But other than that, I thought he did well. He then brought Fergie and Bodvarsson into the side as well. Fergie didn't do too much wrong, but he didn't do too much right for me. He wasn't really in the game, but that could again be down to match fitness. Hasn't played for Millwall it hasn't played for Millwall for quite a while now. So no, I don't think he affected the game, but I thought he gave us defensive qualities at the back. And Bodvarsson, I thought he chased, he worked hard as he always does, but just doesn't look a threat up there, does he? And that's the frustrating thing. But I thought our defence was absolutely fabulous on Tuesday night. I thought Romeo was absolutely superb for me. I thought he was great at the back. He put some great challenges in. I thought Murray Wallace was very good too. Hutchinson, Cooper, Malone, a lot of them were very good. And I thought it's a weird one because I felt like we probably with how well we defended, we probably deserved the point with how much we worked hard. However, on the other hand, Norwich were very, very good. That you could see why they're a good side. You could see why they'll be challenging to get back to the Premiership this year. They're a very good attacking side. They cause us a lot of problems, and they are a good side. So therefore, it's a really, really good point on the road, which is fantastic. Let's get into the Sheffield Wednesday pre-match predictions, shall we? So let's start off by talking about Sheffield Wednesday. Sheffield Wednesday actually yesterday got their points deduction reduced from 12 to 6, so they would have started on -6 instead of -12. So they got their 6 points. They got 6 points added on for the season, which is obviously a massive boost for them. They still are bottom of the table, and I think they have improved over the last couple of games. They beat Bournemouth on Tuesday 1-0 in the game that Barry Bannon scored a penalty for them, in which doing so Steve Cook got sent off for Bournemouth. And in the last couple of seconds, Kadeem Harris got sent off for Sheffield Wednesday, which will be a big blow for them come Saturday. He's a good player, good winger, really quick. Would causes teams a lot of problems. So that's a really big boost for us as such. And Aidan Flint is also out of the game on Saturday. He'll be out for a couple of weeks apparently. So that's another big boost for us. But we've got to go to Hillsborough. We've got to work hard. We have to do everything we always will do. And we've got to have a bit more clinical and be a bit more clinical and have that attacking edge that we lacked at Carrow Road. But before we talk about the pre-match prediction, let's get into the lineup prediction. So the lineup prediction is now. So here it is: Bart in goal, Romeo, Hutchinson, Murray Wallace, and Jake Cooper. And Scott Malone at the back, so 5 at the back. Woods and Lennon. I think Lennon's going to come back into the side after being rested on Tuesday evening. And then we're going to go with Jed Wallace, Tom Bradshaw, and Mason Bennett. So there you have it. There's the lineup prediction. Interesting that Bradshaw's going to come back into the side. He was dropped on Tuesday evening, and that was according to Rout tactical reasons. But I think he'll come back into the side. I don't think Bodvarsson set the world alight on Tuesday, and therefore Bradshaw will be given his go. And I think Batsmith will come off the bench. I think Rout doesn't seem to fancy Smith in the 5-2-3 formation, so that's why I think Bradshaw will start. And I think Bennett will start this one, considering he hasn't started the last two. So I think he'll be back for this one, and it just gives us that slight better, attacking edge when he's on. So that's what I think we'll be looking to do. But let's get into a pre-match prediction. So I'm going to go for a tough tough display. I'm going to go with a 1-0 Millwall win, because I can only see us scoring 1 goal at the moment. 1-0 Millwall win, and I'm going to go for Jeb Wallace to get the goal. So I'm going to go for 1-0 Millwall, Jeb Wallace to get the goal. We're going to have to be at our best to beat them though, Millwall. Come on, you Lions.